According to the former FBI Director Jim Comey, abuse of power by the top brass at the FBI is how doing it by the book is done at the top law enforcement agency in the world.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you. Mr. Comey, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the top of the line, great, how would you rate the Crossfire Hurricane investigation in terms of being done thoroughly by the book, an investigation the FBI should be proud of?
I'm not sure I can apply a number scale, but I would say in the main it was done by the book, it was appropriate, and it was essential that it be done.
Did you know that Mr. Kleinsmith doctored the email for it to read that there was no association between Paige and the CIA, that he changed there was to there was not? How do you feel about that?
I know nothing about Mr. Kleinsmith other than what I've read in the public record.
How do you feel in general about an FBI lawyer doctoring information exculpatory to somebody being surveilled?
Any false statement in the course of an investigation is deeply
But you didn't know anything about that, okay? The Crossfire Hurricane, Crossfire Razor investigations, I think have really shaken confidence in the system. And my goal as chairman, and this will go into the next Congress no matter who's in charge, Senator Feinstein, is that FISA needs to be reauthorized, but right now, without substantial reform, I don't think we could get it reauthorized.
It took 4 years to gather them, but all of the pieces have been found regarding the deep state corruption jigsaw puzzle. The Russian collusion hoax instigated by power-mad demon Hillary Clinton has been completely unearthed. It is now known that the CIA asked the FBI in 2016 to investigate whether Hillary Clinton had approved a plot to distract from her email crimes by, quote, stirring up a scandal claiming interference by Russian security services, end quote. According to newly declassified information. Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe sent a letter to the Senate Judiciary Committee explaining that the CIA's referral had been given to top FBI leadership, including former Director James Comey and Deputy Assistant Director of Counterintelligence Peter Strzok. And as Jamie White wrote, the CIA had ironically learned of the allegations from Russian intelligence claiming Clinton had approved a campaign plan to stir up a scandal against U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump by tying him to Putin and the Russians' hacking of the Democratic National Committee.
This is a scandal about what was a coup planned against the incoming administration at the highest levels. And I can report here tonight that these declassifications that have come out, those weren't easy to get out, and there's in fact far more waiting to get out. Unfortunately, those releases and declassifications, according to multiple sources I've talked to, are being blocked by CIA Director Gina Haspel, who herself was the main link between Washington and London as the London station chief for John Brennan's CIA during the 2016 election. Recall, it was London where Christopher Steele was doing all this work. And I'm told that it is Gina Haspel personally who's blocking continued declassification of these documents that will show the American people the truth of what actually happened.
Of course, the Democrats continued their disconnected pattern of preying on the gullible, claiming that impending matters required more attention. But nothing could be further from the truth.
You know, when we left July 31st for the August recess, they had us scheduled only to come back in for 3 out of the next 15 weeks. That is the best sign of any sign that she has no intention of Congress trying to be helpful to the country to navigate this pandemic and keep us in as good a position as possible. It's all about defeating Donald Trump.
And the obstruction continues, as Andrew McCabe's attorney said that the former FBI deputy director would not appear at a Senate Judiciary Committee hearing after 2 of its members tested positive for coronavirus. According to The Hill, the American people are tired of witnessing the Senate gridlock, and they are losing or have completely lost confidence in their government.
And oh, by the way, how is it possible that the people in charge seemed to know nothing about egregious abuses in one of the most important cases in the history of the FBI?
Comey, Clinton, Brennan, Clapper, Strzok, Paige, and their deep state crew should all face charges immediately. To not charge them will absolutely accelerate the corruption, pushing America toward its inevitable demise. John Bowne reporting.